Hi, I'm coming to you today to talk about bullying. Do not allow others to bully you. You don't have to tolerate that. God did not make us to be bullied. There are people in the world that will bully you. The reason why they bully you because they're missing something inside. And when sometimes people missing something inside, instead of getting help for themselves, they'll bully others or they'll hurt others. Do things like 9/11, exactly like 9/11. You see what 9/11, what happened 9/11? People hurt a lot of people. Those people that was in those planes, they were innocent people just like you and I. So I'm here today to talk about bullying. God gave his son, Jesus, as a ransom for us. He sacrificed his life for us. And he did not have us to be made. He made us through our parents, but it's because of him. He did not make us to be bullied. So anytime you're being bullied, eh, try to get away from the people that's bullying you and go get help through your parents and not through violence. Violence doesn't help anything. Only thing violence does is create more violence. Just like Martin Luther King said, only thing could conquer hate is love. And if you're being hurt, of course, it's going to be very difficult for you to love. But if you put God in your heart, you will see it'll be more easier to love. It's even when people hurt you, you can still love them. When you have God on the inside of you, when you get to know God, you get to know Him. When you get to know Him, then you'll see how much easier it would be for you. But do not allow anyone to just keep hurting you. Ladies, you too. Kids, you too. Especially kids in school. I don't know why with somebody that's different than them, they'll bully them. Instead, you see a kid in the you see a kid, he doesn't have much, and you have a lot. It'd be very nice of you to go to that child and say, what size jeans you wear, and then if they wear the same size as you or your brother, bring them a pair of jeans. You don't tell anyone because God will be appreciative of that and show with that child. That child will be so happy. That child would never forget that. That child would never forget that. So everybody's not as fortunate as others. I grew up poor. It was okay because it didn't make me a bad person. It actually motivated me to be who I am today. And I'm still going through, but it's okay because I'm not hungry. I have a place to live. I have lots of bills. I have food in my refrigerator. So I really can't complain. But it's hard, of course. Of course, it's hard because having to get up sometimes, go to work when you're retired is hard. But you have to do what you have to do. I'm lucky I can still do it because I'm in my 60s and I got arthritis. But I just put one foot in front of the other and just do what I have to do and give it to God. But that's what we all need to do. But please, those of us who are being bullied out there, please go to someone for help. Please don't never talk about suicide. You don't have to do that. It is not the easy way out because when you hurt yourself, who do you think suffers? Your parents, your loved ones, your siblings, your friends. They suffer. Even teachers that know you, that knew you, they suffer. But they just can't understand how could it have been so bad and they didn't recognize it, that it was so bad on you that you took your life. And they often people don't realize how much you're grieving inside until often someone takes their life. But it shouldn't have to come to that because just reach out. Reach out. Please reach out. reach out to a counselor, reach out to a a social worker, go to a Catholic church, go to a Baptist church, but reach out and tell somebody that you're hurting inside. Just go to them and cry, and they'll see something's not right with you. But don't harm yourself. Do yourself no harm. Do yourself no harm. God loves all of us unconditionally. He loves us unconditionally. He just loves us. And some of us have it more difficult than others. Some of us have a lot more difficult than others. But also, sometimes we have it difficult, but some people, when they have difficulty, they think it's real big. And sometimes it's not that big, but to them it is. Like I used to take death hard, but I don't anymore. I just lost my 97-year-old uncle about 3 weeks ago. I had to go all the way to Georgia. I live in Massachusetts now, but I had to go to Georgia. And my uncle was buried. Before he died, he told us he had lived a fulfilling life. He'd been working since he'd been like 6 years old. He said he was tired and he ready to go be with God. And so at his funeral, there were a lot of people, but people didn't scream and hoop and holler. We always had joyous because that's the way he wanted it. And I was happy for him because I knew he knew God. And once we know God, we're not afraid of dying anymore. Because we already know we're going to be somewhere in his kingdom. We don't know where. We're going to be somewhere in his kingdom. So when you know God and you're doing what you're supposed to do in life, you're not mistreating people and you're not bullying people, you're not hurting people, just go out your way, just being a nasty person, then you're going to be all right. I went to this lady's house recently. I do caregiving sometimes. I went to this lady's house recently. This lady said to me, she don't believe in God. She not religious. She don't acknowledge God. So, but the lady was so nice to me. That was the first time I've been in anyone's house and took care of them because she had operations. She couldn't take care of herself, so I was taking care of her. And this lady was so nice to me. Do you know, when I was sitting there watching TV, she'd say to me, is it okay that she changed the channel? And I would say to her, of course, this is your house. This isn't my place. I'm here to work. I'm not here to watch TV. But she was so kind, and I told her, I said, you are the kindest person I ever met while I've been doing this job. And she lived in Sudbury, Mass, which is a real rich town now. It used to be a farm town, but now it's a ritzy town. But the lady was so nice, so nice. She was 70-something years old, like 74. The nicest lady I ever met in my life. So kind. Everything I did for her, she'll say, thank you, please. Just so nice. Most of those people that live out in those rich areas, like Concord, Sudbury, Wayland, Newton, Weston, they're so nasty, some of them. They think because you work for them, you have to take their garbage. No, you don't. One man had a nerve to tell me one day that when I put the stuff in the refrigerator for his mother, I was taking care of her. She was 97 years old. He told me to put the grape juice on the second shelf in the back on the left hand side. Put the milk on the first shelf in the middle. Put the cranberry juice on another side. And I said to this man, let me tell you something. I don't have time for this foolishness, okay? You're making this job tedious. I don't have to put up with this. So I'm here to take care of your mother and father. Your mother's 97 and your father's 93. I'm here to take care of them. I'm not here to worry about all this foolishness you're talking about. Because this is nonsense. You telling me you worry about putting something on the back shelf and the refrigerator on the second shelf. I don't have time for that garbage. See, that's bullying. That's bullying. See, that's another form of bullying. He thinks because I'm not getting paid that much money, like $20 an hour, $18 an hour. That's no money. And I'm coming to take care of his parent. I'm supposed to take care of one parent, but they're going to make me take care of two, the mother and the father. Okay? So then he going to say to me all this foolishness And then after I took care of the mother, I made sure she had breakfast. I fixed her breakfast, fixed her lunch, and it was time to go. But in the meanwhile, I waiting for her to finish her lunch so I can wash up the dishes and go home. This man had a nerve to say to me, her son. I sat down beside the mother and just talking to her. He had a nerve to tell me his mother wanted me to sit down. You know why? Because he wanted me to work every minute I was there. He wanted me to be on my feet and he wanted me doing around the house, doing work. I told him slavery days are over, sweetie. I don't tolerate that. That's just nonsense. What's wrong with this man? Is he out of his mind? I'm taking care of two people and get paid less than $20 an hour. I'm making sure they clean, like they don't have no wet pull-ups. Making sure they clean. I'm making sure dishes are clean. Making sure I fix their breakfast and lunch. Making sure everything's fine with them. Making sure the house kind of tidy. And he gonna tell me he want me. Basically, he was telling me he want me to work every minute of the moment. I was there for 4 hours. I told that man, and then after I left, he had a nerve to say to my boss that like the following week they was doing a living. They wanted me to come there and live. I told that woman I wasn't going back there. And she gonna say why? I said because I don't appreciate the way the son talks to me. And the son, he gonna tell me too that he had fired two people from Brazil because they didn't do what he said he do, and he got tired of them not listening to him, so he fired them. So he was trying to threaten me, like he thought that he thought he must lose his mind because I got degrees. So I ain't gotta tolerate that mess. I was just trying to find a job that's not that hard because I'm getting older now. That's not heavy, heavy, and I couldn't get a job that I'm doing a lot because I get my Social Security now, so I can't do something I'm not at the age where I can have unlimited income. I only can stay within a certain guideline. So for him to tell me that that he fired two people like he thought I was gonna be afraid, I'm not afraid of that. Who do you think you're talking to? So I just told him. I'm not here to take his nonsense. That foolishness he talking, he's crazy. I told him the most important thing in the world was for me to come there, take care of his parents, and do a good job with them, make them feel comfortable. That's what my job was supposed to do. Not worry about whether or not the grape juice going to the second shelf in the back on the on the left hand side of the refrigerator. That is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard somebody say to somebody. This man was a bully. He thought he gonna bully me because he think because I work for them, I'm black, he's white. So of course he think I'm some kind of idiot. But I let him know I wasn't gonna tolerate that nonsense. And I didn't go back. And the company tried to tell me to go back. They got mad because I wouldn't go back. They talking about, well, you're supposed to ignore him. I'm not ignoring anyone that make me feel uncomfortable. I don't have to. So, no, I'm not ignoring him. Why should I go make that company more richer and I'm taking that man's abuse? Two people I'm taking care of. And you think I can't deal with him for 4 hours. You think I'm going to go in there and stay overnight? Me? I said, no. And because one thing in life we have to realize in this world, our peace of mind is more important than any dollar bill. What a dollar's going to do you when you lose your mind? What dollar bill going to do you if you're sick? You can't do anything with them because somebody else going to be taking care of you. So as long as God give you breath and you got some sanity up here, hold on to it. Do not allow anyone to take that from you. Don't allow that. You don't deserve that. You are the child of the Most High God. God made you, not human. So human doesn't have no right to mistreat you. Who do you think you are? No one doesn't have a right to mistreat you. You are important. You are God's creation. God don't make junk. Okay? He don't make junk. He make the best. And you are the best. All of us, we are the best. The only thing we have as humans, we don't know how to treat each other. We need to learn that. We need to read our Bible, pray, talk to God, so we can learn how to treat each other. Today, I just came from the supermarket at Walmart. I was talking to everybody in Walmart, and they was all looking at me like, this lady's so nice and friendly. It wasn't that I'm nice and friendly. It's that I have God in me. I love God. He's been good to me. Yes, I have been through some struggles. So hasn't Jesus. Look what they did to him. They pierced that man. Look what they did to him. Look what they did to him. He ain't come down here to be human. And look what they did to him. Look how they threw things at him. Look how they treated him. These people are awful. Just awful. Like I don't understand. And like back in them days, a lot of times he showed them miracles. So what was the problem? It's like when God told Moses to go at the Red Sea, take care of my people. Moses gonna try to act like, I guess he had a problem like me, stuttering. And so he kind of said he couldn't do it. God said, you're gonna do it. That's what he sent him to do. But as people, we need to stop it. We need to stop mistreating each other. We need to get it right. Treat people like you want to be treated. Don't treat people wrong. Don't mistreat people. And you know what mistreatment is. Mistreatment is when you treat somebody the way that you wouldn't want to be treated. If you don't want to be mistreated, why would you mistreat someone else? If you don't want to be talked down to, why would you talk down to someone else? If you don't want to be yelled at, why would you yell at someone else? If you don't want anybody to make you cry, why would you make somebody else cry? Why? Everything you don't want done to you, don't do unto others. Like it says, do unto others as we'll have them do unto us. That's the prayer we pray at night. Do unto others as we have them do unto us. That's the prayer. Every night we pray. Every morning we get up, we pray. Do unto others as we have them do unto us. Is that so hard? That is not hard. We need to learn that. We need to learn how to stop mistreating each other. Because bullying don't have to just be done with kids. Bullying could be done with grown-ups too. Like I just said about the man when I went to work for his mom, how he tried to bully me. Bullying too. Bullying could be done in all kind of forms, like on a job, like that job in school, kids in the schoolyard. Even friends can bully each other. It's just people that's just nasty and just things ain't going right for them. Instead of trying to make things go right for them, they just be nasty. They don't have to be nasty, but they are. They just nasty. But like the more you live this life, and the more you pray, and the more you seek God, you're gonna learn more and more about how the world is, and you're gonna learn more and more that you don't want to be like that. You want to be the best that you can be. You want to be kind. You want to be as kind as you can be. Sometimes it's hard, but you want to try to continually. Like sometimes I get upset, but when I get upset, I don't stay upset that long. All of a sudden, a little while longer, I start smiling again because I'm most of the time happy, and I'm happy about that. I'm very happy I'm a happy person. I'm so happy about that. It's good. It makes you feel good inside. Even though like your aches in your knees and your arms and stuff ache you because you're getting older. But when you're happy, the aches don't seem as bad. Well, I guess when you gouchy and stuff, I think it feels worse. But I don't know. But I just know that because I'm a happy person, sometimes the pain don't feel as bad. I've been in pain, but I don't feel as bad as like people say to me, you hurting? Yeah, I'm hurting. But they don't realize it because I'm not acting like I'm in pain. I don't be like grumpy and stuff, talking about, hurt. I don't do that because every morning I get up, I give it to God. And every night before I go to bed, I give it to God. And throughout the day, sometimes I just talk to him. If I'm going through something, I just talk to him. I say, God, like I'm talking to you right now. I say, God, what am I going to do? What is it that you want me to do? this is not right the way I'm being treated. What can I do? Can you help me, God? I need you. Can you show me what I should do? He will show you. He'll put that in your spirit, what to do. Because we need him. I don't care what you do in your life. I don't care what you do. You need God. You need him for everything. Everything you do, you need him. You need him for. Like you traveling on the road, ask for traveling mercies. You ask for traveling mercies, he will give them to you. I used to drive to people's house, right? I leave my house where I live. I used to drive all the way, like an hour away, all the way to Concord, Mass, Wayland, Sudbury, even a town called Berlin. I didn't even know we had a Berlin, Mass, but I went to it, and I couldn't believe it. It was black folks lived there, and it's a small town, and I was so shocked. I said, any more black people live here? They said only a couple. I said, wow. But the people there seemed to be pretty nice. Like, even in Concord, I went to the supermarket for the lady. Told me to take her credit card. I was kind of scared because I didn't want the people to take me to jail. So I said to her, do they have your name and number over there? And she said, yes. I said, because I never had a problem with the law, and I don't want to start today. So I don't want to go to jail out here. And so she said no. So I went in and I bought the groceries she asked me to buy. And I gave them the credit card, and I put it in the machine, and it rung up, and they never looked at me or anything. And I was happy because I was kind of nervous. It took me a while, too, and then she had a nerve to call the office on me, talking about she'd been gone 4 hours. I wasn't going 4 hours, going about 45 minutes. Lady's exaggerator. And I told her, I said, I'm a black woman. I'm in an all-white town with upper white people that making 200,000 plus. That's the kind of money they make over there. And so she gonna send me to the store for skim milk. It's not called skim milk anymore. It's called fat free. I didn't know that. And she's skinny as can be, but she drinks fat free milk. So anyway, I kept looking in the freezer. I didn't see any skim milk. I just kept looking everywhere, all the milks. They had so many milk because, rich area, so of course they had all kind of milk. I kept trying to read them all, and I did read them, but other people was going in and out the freezer, so I had to get out the way, let them go. So I had to keep going in and out, in and out, in and out, trying to read all the milk. So finally at the end, I couldn't find no skim milk. So I went to the manager and I said to him, is skim milk the same thing as fat free? And he said, yes. I said, because she told me to get skim milk and I don't see anything that says skim. He said, yeah, it's fat free. I said, okay, thank you. And then while I was talking to him, I asked for other stuff I didn't know anything about, like some fake meat or something called hempy or something. It's meat that is not real meat. It's like, I don't know what you call it, but it's some kind of crazy stuff. And so I got it for her because that's what she wanted. And then this lady is thin as a rail. She can't even keep herself up because she don't have no oomph. Like she fell and she can't keep her balance because she has no weight. She don't weigh like about 100 pounds. And she never knew to be eating skim milk. She need to eat some milk with some fat in it so she can gain some weight so that way she can stand up. But, you can't tell these people anything, these rich folks. So I don't even say anything to her. I just go get what you want, do what you want me to do, and shut my mouth. Because, you can't tell these rich people anything. They think they know more than you because they got a little money. So they think they know more than you. But I try to tell her because, like, when I got my operation on my knees, every time I was in the rehab, I didn't go to rehab. I went to physiotherapy. When I was there, these old white ladies said to me, when you had your surgery, miss? I said, 3 days ago. And they said, walking like that? I said, yep. And they said, how you do it? I said, I got meat. You don't. So you can't walk like me. And also, I got substance. So when you got this much fat on you, you can do a lot of things. That's when fat comes into play. And another way fat comes into play. When you fall, you don't hurt as bad as somebody who's thin. Somebody who's thin, they break a lot of stuff. You don't break anything, you just hurt because you got your fat helping you. So that's when fat helps you. But they ain't gonna tell you that though. But I know, cause I don't fell, and I didn't get hurt as bad as I see thin people get hurt when they fall. When they fall, they break their shoulder, they break their hip. I didn't break anything when I fell. I was just hurting, and that because I had this fat on me. It protected me. So sometimes fat's not bad. Don't nobody tell you that is bad, cause it's not. Sometimes it's good for you, but they're not gonna tell you that. But sometimes